Hey guys, James from SIKKY Manufacturing. In the process of upgrading our turnkey LS E30, we decided to upgrade the rear end, and we're going to show you a step-by-step guide how to remove a rear and reinstall a rear from an E30. Alright, so first step, we're going to unbolt these axles and get them off of the output flange. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other axle. Alright, so now we're going to unplug the sensor from the back of the rear. And just kind of get that out of the way for the moment. The next step is to get a trans jack under here so we can support this thing. Then we're going to remove this back bolt first from the bushing. Alright, so now that we got this back bushing bolt out, we're going to go up front and start taking out one of the 4 bolts that hold it to the actual rear subframe. Pro tip, double wrenches up, get a little extra leverage. Situations like this, it's pretty much a needed. Alright, so now we got all the hardware that's holding it out. So we're going to carefully lower this down. Keep the axles out of the way on the way down. This is a gem of an E30 rear, so good riddance. Alright, so the SIKKY spacers need to go between the differential and the subframe. This particular rear that the customer provided had studs in it. We had to remove the front studs because you got to get this up into the actual opening of the subframe, and it wouldn't allow that with the studs. So we're going to pre-install these spacers on the back studs, and then when it gets close, we'll take these guys and slip them in here right before we put the bolts in through the top. So now we're going to jack this thing up, get it in position, guide the snout up into the opening, and then raise up the back, get everything secured. So we're going to take the spacer. See, I left just a little bit of a gap in there. Just slide that guy in and take our bolt. Same process as the other side. And we're actually going to slide the big bolt through the back of the bushing here. Then we're going to put the nuts and washers on the top. Like I said, if you're using factory hardware, you're going to put the factory bolts back in on the top. All right, now that all the bolts are loosely in place, we're going to go around and start tightening everything up. And like I did on the other side, I just snugged them up. I didn't really torque them yet, but that's the last step. You want to make sure you tighten these front 4 before you do anything with the back one, because these are kind of, since we're equally spacing it down, the pinion angle remains the same as OEM, which is important. All right, we're going to torque these down all the way and then move on to the last back bolt. All right, so now we can plug the sensor back in, and then we're going to move over to tighten the last bolt, which is important you do this one last, the rear bushing bolt. All right, now the rear's in place, we're going to put the axles back in. All right, now we got them all finger tight, we can start running them in. And we'll move on to the next side. That's a wrap on the rear install. As you can see, it's pretty basic. You do need some tools or a whole lot of muscle if you don't have a trans jack, but you could do this job on your back on jack stands. But as always, I'd recommend using a lift, making sure you've got the right equipment, the right tools to get the job done safely. Make sure you check out the rest of our E30 videos and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.